discuss media influences on teenage pregnancy and effects of teenage pregnancies on the mother. I'm going to talk a little about the peers and how they're viewed, the teenage mothers are viewed. I'm going to do this through some effects on the teenagers, explaining a couple girls that I know, some interviews that I had with them, and as well as showing a short video on someone who faked a pregnancy. There are many different aspects on the family, but I'm going to focus on 6 important ones. The first one is that there are many tough decisions that are going to have to be made. Your family may help you make this decision, whether you choose to terminate the baby, give the baby away, or keep the baby. Secondly, the situation can lead to a loss of trust. If your parent or guardian was not aware that you were sexually active, this will lead in a loss of trust because they were unaware that it could even happen at that moment. Thirdly, stress can be a huge factor because you're not only responsible for yourself, but you're responsible for another baby by making a decision to keep the baby. Fourthly, relationships may be changed, and teens need to know that rules need to be adjusted so that the young parent can balance both youth and the responsibility of having a child. Fifthly, financial concerns need to be discussed to know if the teen has all the necessities to support a child. Lastly, some positive effects can come out of teen pregnancy and may even help troubled teens turn their lives around to be more positive as a parent, and it can even help reduce stress in them. These facts on the family are important to know when you're going through a teen pregnancy. Now, I interviewed a couple of teens that I went to school with and their experiences in teen pregnancy. The first girl I interviewed, she's 19 years old, and she has a 7-month-old son. When her friends found out she was pregnant, they were very excited, but only about 4 of them stuck around when the baby actually came, and they continued to support her. During her pregnancy, she was called a slut a lot of the time. Her family was very disappointed when they found out, but they kind of knew it was going to happen on her mom's side because it had happened, it ran in the family that a lot of the women had teen pregnancies. Overall, her mom's side was very supportive of it because of that, but her dad's side did not want to do anything with her or with her family. Her nanny said that she did not want to see her because she was mad about her decision, because she was only 17 when she became pregnant, and because of the baby's other skin color. The other girl I interviewed, she's 18, and she has a 2-year-old daughter. When her friends found out, they reacted very positive and supportive, and they were very excited and were much by her side. When she posted a note on Facebook telling everyone about it, she received nothing but positive comments. At least not to her face, she never received any negative comments. Also, when she told people, all she was told mostly was that she'd be a great mother and how proud that they were that she decided to keep the baby. It was not until 6 months into her pregnancy that she actually told her family, though. They were very disappointed at the fact that she waited so long, but they discussed with her about her future plans that involved the baby and pointed out all the negative things that could come from it. She made a very firm stance of what she wanted to do, though, and they gave her very positive feedback saying that they will do anything for her if they needed it, and that she would give her child, they knew that she would give her child all the love that child needed. One thing that was hard, though, for them is that they felt adoption would have been the best decision for the kid, but she decided that she didn't want to because it was important to her to take care of her daughter, and that the main reason was because she still saw herself as a child. Her parents saw herself as a child, so they didn't want her to have to take on a responsibility like that. So now I have a 3-minute video clip on a girl named Gabby Rodriguez. She's a 17-year-old student who lives in Washington, and she faked a pregnancy for 6 months for a school project. She got the proper approval, and this is what the effects were when she acted towards this. And this specific project was for research only when she did it. So I'm going to start the video, and I want you guys to take a look at how she was viewed during this process.
The story of that 17-year-old pregnant high schooler, straight-A student. The entire school watched as her belly grew, and then she got up before that school and made an extraordinary reveal that she faked it. So we asked why this morning, and we hear from Neil Karlinski.
It's no surprise that teenagers carry around a lot of secrets, but 17-year-old Gabby Rodriguez managed to pull one over on her entire school, even relatives. It was a secret so big, so surprising, friends cried when they found out the truth.
everybody was just shocked, like speechless.
For 6 months, Gabby pretended to be pregnant, an elaborate hoax that began with baggy clothes and eventually this fake belly. She wanted to see what it would be like, how she would be treated. The straight-A student in tiny Toppenish, Washington was conducting a stealth social experiment, and the results were often painful.
A lot of the rumors were just that I was irresponsible and that I wasn't going to continue in college, and even, it was bound to happen anyways, and I knew she was going to get pregnant, and there was even one of, doesn't she know she just ruined her life?
Only a handful of people knew the truth, including her mother and boyfriend. Incredibly, her own siblings and even her boyfriend's parents spent months under the impression Gabby was having a baby.
I had to lie to my sons and my daughters that when we told them that she was pregnant, they were like, "What?"
It took some doing, but she convinced the school's principal and even the superintendent before moving forward.
I admire her so much, her courage, her creativity, her strength. She's gone through so much, alienating some of her friends along the way, or feeling alienated from her friends.
The struggles of being a teenager with a baby are well documented, and they have gotten a lot of attention lately because of the controversial MTV shows Teen Mom and 16 and Pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
Gabby had her own dramatic moment, more powerful than any made-for-TV drama, when she revealed the truth to the entire school at this assembly. She began by revealing that for months some students had left her feeling alone and ashamed. And then she pulled out the stuffing from under her shirt and left an entire gymnasium stunned.
I was just astonished, but I was really proud of her. I felt like it was such a courageous thing to do.
Surprise, amazement, introspection, reflection, just a variety of tears, teachers crying.
The girl with the 3.8 GPA says her project was pure research. She plans to present her findings to community leaders to help other young women fight stereotypes and find the same qualities she discovered along the way. Courage. For Good Morning America, Neil Karlinski, ABC News, Seattle.
Okay, so as you guys saw, she went 6 months and then eventually revealed to the school that she was not pregnant, and she pointed out the things that people saw negative in her. I found this very interesting because people go through a lot during teen pregnancy, and it also related to Teen Mom and 16 Pregnant, as Kristen was saying. So now that you've heard a little about the peers, how do they view the teenage mother, now you guys are going to hear a little bit about teen pregnancy in society.